everyone to Hair Q&A, where I am answering the questions that you left me a couple weeks ago on Instagram stories when I asked what hair questions you have for me. 3 days ago, I did share here on YouTube my favorite shampoo and conditioners of 2020. I also did share a couple tips in that video, more pertaining to hair washing tips. So be sure to check that out. It will be linked in the drop down box below. You can also get to it up here. I will also have all of my hair videos linked in the drop down, and any products or tools that I share with you today will also be linked in the drop down box, as well as in the corresponding blog post, which is always your top link and is always easier to shop from. So let's get started with the hair questions. The first one we have is, have you always been able to go so long between hair washing, or did you have to work up to it? I did tackle this question a little bit in the video on Tuesday, but no, I have really good hair. In fact, my hairstylist often will get new clients because of me, and she says that people will come in and want to do the cut that I have, or will ask questions about my hair. And let me just back up. I've been going to my hairstylist for 27 years this October. I have never went to anyone else. I will have videos linked where I do take you to the salon with me, but she has shared with me that I have really good hair, and many women my age don't have this good of hair, and it's something she often has to remind people. I do believe that could be a reason why I can go several days between washing. And let me just remind you again, talked about it on Tuesday, but I go anywhere between 4 and 5 days between washes. Rarely do I ever wash my hair every third day. It is almost always every 4 or 5 days. So I did not have to work up to that. I just have really good hair. But I did do a little research, and I did find out that if you force yourself to commit to going a longer period of time between washes, your hair will adapt. The oiliness or whatever you're dealing with will adapt. So if you are looking to wash your hair less frequently, I would suggest that you just like everything, you have to put the time in to get the results, but it does sound like evidently your hair will adapt. Let me also share that when I do wash my hair, I always do 2 rounds of washing. So I wash it, rinse it out, put another dose of shampoo on, wash it again, rinse it out, and then I do 1 round of conditioner. And I do that just because there could be a lot of product buildup, for example, or just my hair is really dirty because I go so many washes in between. How do you go days without washing your hair and avoid daily use of product making it stiff? That kind of ties in with the last question. Now, I will say that today is first day styled hair, and I washed it yesterday. And I would say I do have quite a bit of product on it. I generally don't have as much product in my hair as I do today. But today we're going out tonight, so I kind of spent a little bit more time on myself today, the makeup and the hair. It probably will be a little bit stiff tomorrow, but that's just not something that I really have trouble with. So again, everyone's hair is different, and again, I think you'll adapt. Maybe you could brush it out. I actually have better results with my hair the more product buildup I get. So my hair is much more manageable. It took me a long time to do my hair today. Tomorrow will be a breeze because it's already, the foundation is already established and I already have product in it. So if I were to style my hair tomorrow, it's just going to be so much easier to do, and it's going to hold better for me. Do you apply dry shampoo in the morning, at night, or both? I don't really use dry shampoo a whole lot because I don't really develop oil. Really, the only reason I use dry shampoo is because of my aggressive workout routine and working out almost every day. I can smell it. I don't know that other people can smell it. I've never had my husband share with me, hey, I can smell your hair. And I think he would tell me, because we're pretty good about just being honest with one another. We always feel like we would rather tell one another if there's something that we recognize versus being embarrassed later on. But really, for me, if I use dry shampoo, it's just to make sure that I don't have that smell that I just don't really appreciate. But if I do use it, it's always in the morning before I would style my hair. I do share the dry shampoos that I purchase in my shampoo and conditioner video, but I will also have them linked below. Do you buy high-end shampoo for your daughters, or do you buy it from the drugstore? We do purchase Carly and Chloe's shampoo and conditioner from the drugstore, and they do have a couple favorites. So often, because they are putting their groceries and toiletries into the Kroger app, which Kroger is the grocery store that we do our grocery shopping at. We all have the app on our phone, and they are pretty much managing what it is that they need. I don't go check their shower to see if anything needs to be replenished. We let them know about 3 days prior to a grocery pickup to get their items in the cart, and they will generally put whatever shampoo and conditioner they like or they're using at the time, or whatever they need. But it's always drugstore. I would not spend the money on higher end shampoo and conditioner for them. What is your favorite hair mask, and how often do you use it? Well, I'll be honest, I haven't been using a mask for all of 2020 and maybe part of 2019. I buy such great products, and they're so performance-based when it comes to my shampoo and conditioner, and I have really healthy hair. I keep my hair trimmed, I take good care of it, so I really don't feel a need to utilize a hair mask at this time. How often should you deep condition your hair? I really can't answer that because we are all different. I would say that if you feel your hair needs a deep condition, or ask your hair technician if they feel you should be deep conditioning your hair and how often you would benefit. How often should you get your hair trimmed so that it stays healthy looking? This is something that I feel is really important, and I do believe that you can tell when women or girls are not getting their hair trimmed often enough. This is not uncommon for those that wear long hair and maybe don't have layers. You can tell that they have split ends, and to me it's an unhealthy look, especially if you wear your hair long. I truly believe no matter what length your hair and whether or not you have layers or not, I think every 6 weeks is really the sweet spot for the duration to go in between trims. I get my hair trimmed every 5 weeks, and the only reason I do it every 5 is because my gray pops through, so I have to get my color done every 5 weeks. I really could probably get away with every 4, but I stretch it that extra week. What to look for in a hair technician? I believe there is power in finding a hair technician that can work with you, that cares about the health of your hair. They are willing to tell you, no, I wouldn't really recommend doing what you want to do because you're going to compromise the health of your hair, or that style isn't going to be flattering on you. I like when a hair technician asks questions. So for example, let's say you take a photo in of a hairstyle that interests you. You're considering going with this new hairstyle. The thing that I like about Lori, my hairstylist, is she will ask you, how much maintenance do you want with your hair? Because certain cuts require a lot of maintenance. Also, if you work out and you like to pull your hair up into a ponytail, if you were going to go short, she may ask you, do you want your hair long enough where you can pull it up into a ponytail? So I like when the hair technician asks you questions that have to do with your lifestyle, your time, and again, they're not going to compromise the quality and the condition of your hair. Hair that's over processed is never going to be a benefit to your hair. It's always going to compromise the health. So if you're going to a hair technician and they're just going to do whatever you ask them to do, I would kind of question that. I also think that your hair technician, if you stick with them for a long period of time and you're loyal to them, they get to know you. So for example, if I wanted to, let's say, get a straight bang, I feel that Lori would say to me, Tracy, we've done the bang in the past and you always end up regretting it. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the maintenance, the frequency of cuts. So we always talk things through, including color. If I want to do some balayage or do some type of highlight treatment of some sort, she always talks about it. She wants to get some ideas. She may pull up pictures to show me and say, well, we could go more this way with more like chunky pieces, or we could start down lower. There's a lot of different techniques that they can do, and I like when Lori walks me through it. So I really believe that that's what I would look for. Also, someone who is in your budget, in your price point, because it can vary. And don't hesitate to ask around. If you see women and you love their hair, well, a couple things you have to remember is they may just have great hair. I have great hair. So it would make sense that people could be drawn to my hair and want to know who colors it, who cuts my hair. But we don't know if they just have really great hair. Some people are just really good at styling their hair, so it may not even be so much the cut, they're just really skilled at styling. But I would say that if you know of some women local to you and you love their hair and you're looking for a new hair tech, I would send them a Facebook message or text them or reach out to them and ask who does their hair and if they're happy with the person and how long they've been with that hair technician. This person says, I have super curly hair that is very damaged. How can I best start to heal it? Well, I say go get it cut, even if you have to do several inches. I don't think that because your hair is curly, that's what's compromising your hair. I think there's a good chance you're just not staying up with maintenance. And it's just like anything. If we maintain our weight, it's a result of eating healthy and exercising. If you maintain your hair, it's going to look healthier and therefore the curls are going to lay much nicer. It's not going to frizz as much. So it's really in getting those frequent trims. What leave-in products do you recommend for smooth hair? Well, I have to admit I'm not one to wear my hair smooth, but I do have a product that I would recommend if you're washing your hair in the evening and then you're styling it the next day. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Nightcap Overnight Perfector. So what I would do is, and I do this as well if I wash my hair in the evening, after I take my hair out of my turby twist, I will pump a couple squirts of this into the palm of my hand, rub my hands together, work it through the shaft of the hair, and then I take a wide tooth comb like this one and I comb it through. And then I would tip my head upside down, shake my hair out, leave it like that, and then the next day you would style it, and I do believe that it would help to give you that smooth consistency. Now the following day, and I love this product, I have used this product, I believe, since Lori has been doing my hair. So she's been doing my hair for 27 years this October, and I actually believe that I purchased the bed head after party the first time she ever did my hair. That's how long I believe this has been around. How I would recommend using this product, and I do use it. I used it today just to kind of, even though my hair is not smooth, I just love what it does for my hair after it's styled. So what you would do is you would style your hair, you would put just a small amount of this in the palms of your hand, and then you would run it through your hair and maybe even pull your hair back and smooth it through. And I believe that's going to give you that smooth consistency that you're looking for. Can you recommend a product to tame frizzy hair? Well, again, this right here, the Bedhead After Party, is going to do the job. That's what I like about it as a finishing product. But another product I love is the Living Proof Frizz Vanishing Oil. This comes in a little dropper, so you just squeeze it through and then you squeeze the product into the palm of your hands, rub your hands together, and then you work it through. Great product. Recommend both of these. This one is just new in my arsenal. Living Proof actually sent this to me and I've been loving it. It actually says stops frizz and adds healthy shine, which it does. That's what I love. Both of these products will give you tremendous shine as well. Top 2 best ways to get volume without a blowout. Well, I have a couple different things to recommend to get volume. Number 1 is using a good mousse after you shower, after you wash your hair, using a good mousse type product in the root and crown area. This is Joico's Power Whip Whipped Foam. This is a great product. You can also use this product on the hair shaft as well, and I think that will help because you want some product on your hair if you're looking to get volume. Big round brush, there's probably hair coming out of it, but blow drying with a big round brush is going to create volume, especially up in the crown area. I would say that's how I started to get some of my volume with my hair, is by using the big round brush. Also, Velcro rollers. Those are great. You can leave a couple in. That's going to give you tremendous volume. I'm a big Velcro roller fan. I haven't used my rollers since quarantine, but I do have a tutorial where I walk you through how I use Velcro rollers. I'll have that video linked. I'll also put it up here in the corner, but that's going to really create volume. And a couple great products. I cannot be without my Living Proof Dry Volume Blast. Been talking about this for probably 3 years now. I always have this on hand. I also have a small can to travel with. I used it today. This is going to really put texture and volume in your hair. And another one that I love, but I only have the travel size, is the Oribe Dry Texturizing Spray. I actually used both of these today. I used this one in more the crown area to give me lift, and this one I just kind of sprayed in the shaft just to kind of give my hair some texture. So those are both great. Going back to smooth hair and creating volume. So I have 2 of these, and then I also have a fold-up one that I leave in my handbag just in case some flyaways and I'm touching up my hair. But these little teasing brushes to tease your hair, that's where you're going to create volume. So I use lots of teasing products. I always use a teasing brush, a teasing comb, and this has like 3 rows, so it's specifically for teasing. And then this one to do more of down lower to get some volume. I just give it some volume there. And I use these 2 more up in the root area. But the tutorials that I have linked down below will show you exactly how I use all of these. You'll see these exact three tools right in those videos because I've had them for years and I always use them daily. Used all of them today. How can I wear natural air-dried hair that requires minimal work but yet is going to look good? I love this product right here by It's a 10. It's the Miracle Defrizzing Gel. Even if you don't have curly hair, if you have some body like I do with a little bit of wave, and most of us as we get older, we do tend to have more wavy hair than maybe we did when we were younger. But if you put some of this product, this gel, in the palm of your hand and scrunch your hair, flip it upside down, scrunch it, don't comb it after you put it in, and don't wait too long. Your hair cannot be drying. It has to be wet. This right here will leave a nice, not a hard, crisp, crunchy curl, but it will leave a nice wave that is soft to the touch, and it's not stiff, it doesn't stick together, and you should be able to just let your hair air dry and go. I've done this before. I've been in videos where I've let my hair air dry, and this is the product of choice. Have you always had brown hair, or have you ever wore a different color? No, I was born with very dark hair, kind of the color of my 5th daughter, Chloe Pips. She is the darkest of all the girls. My husband has more of a medium brown, and all of the first 4 daughters all ended up more with his color. Pips ended up with my really dark hair and my dark eyes. So I've always had dark brown hair. I have done extreme highlights back in the day, and looking back, I just think, no. I do, especially as you get older, anything extreme with highlights, and the more you deviate from your natural hair color, to me, it's just not flattering. To each your own, everyone gets to do what they're comfortable with, but I don't like heavily highlighted hair on women as they're getting older. Now, I do believe that too dark can be very harsh as we get older. So if you are dark brown like me, I mean, I wouldn't go any darker than this because I feel like it would be too aging for me, but I also wouldn't do a lot of heavy highlights. I don't know. I just don't think that's flattering either. I think the closer you stay to your natural hair color, the better it's going to be. I also love white hair. So a lot of really dark haired women, when they get older and they start to gray, it actually turns to a beautiful white, and I think that is so striking. So I'm hoping that happens. My grandma has a beautiful white because that's what I would wear in my older years for sure. How do you feel about older women with longer hair? This person says, I am 64. Well, you have to be comfortable with your hair. I do think that with really long hair, it can be aging because we're already sagging, especially in this area. Gravity is already pulling us down. So it really can drag you down and make you perhaps look older, but many women love their long hair. So I believe it's whatever you're comfortable with. At the end of the day, you want to feel good about your looks. That's the most important thing. So no one can tell you you can't wear long hair at 64. No one, I mean, people will try. People will try to tell you all sorts of things that you can and cannot do, but you have that answer. It's really how you feel you look, and you have to be happy with yourself on a daily basis. Any styling tips for aging hair when our hair is not as full, shiny, or healthy looking? This is where I go back to frequent haircuts. Doing trims every 5 to 6 weeks is going to go a long way. Also, coloring your hair can give it more body. So that's going to be youthful. And talk to your hair technician about the coloring products that she uses. My hair is really defiant. It likes to hold its gray. So my hair colorist, Lori, she has to use an age-defy color on my hair because it just wants, the gray wants to break through. So it's kind of stubborn, and it may not leave my hair as shiny as a product, a color product that maybe doesn't have more of the age defy in it, but it really is more important what type of hair you have. So it's work with your hair technician and talk to her about some things that you can do so that your hair looks really healthy as you're aging. How often do you curl your hair? Pretty much daily. Generally, I will plug in my curling iron, and I believe this is a 1.5 inch barrel. Everything will be linked that I show you today. And then my flat iron. These are not new, but they do the job. Again, I am not someone to buy the latest and greatest. If I have tools, products that work for me, but I always have these plugged in so that I can do whatever I want. And like today, I used the blow dryer with the big round brush, I used the flat iron, I used my curling wand. So they're always plugged in. So pretty much every day I'm doing something. Do you ever wear your hair up? Pretty much every single day my hair is up because I work from home. So I'm always clipping it up. I also work out every day. I wear pretty much 5 days a week. So I always clip it up for that. I don't in video. I don't if I'm going out, but that's not, I'm not doing videos every day, and I'm not going out every day. So when I'm home, generally my hair is clipped up. Your hair has looked great during quarantine. Have you been styling it different tools? Really, everything that I shared with you today is how I've been doing my hair for quarantine. I spent a little bit more time today than usual. I would say before quarantine, I was doing a lot more Velcro rollers, and I was doing a lot more round brushing. I was spending more time on my hair. So during quarantine, since March, I've really scaled back on the time that I've been putting into my hair. So I'm wearing my hair a little less, just less work really. So what you've been seeing in my videos since March is just me really doing a quick hair style. Can you recommend a gray hair cover up for in between colors? My hair technician, Lori, turned me on to this product. It is by Tracy, and it's the Watercolors Root Concealer, and I use dark brown. This is a spray. It works fantastic. I cannot be without this. I use it every month in between colors. The only thing I would say is sometimes you can get some on your face, like it'll just, because it's a spray, it might spray around on your face or drop on your clothing. So what I do is I take my black wrap towel, the one that I use when I'm doing my skincare. I'll link it. It's just a wrap towel that Velcros here. I will pull that up around underneath my chin and all around, and then I will spray just around the perimeter of my face and then up here to cover up any grays. And I make sure that I do that prior to doing my makeup, and I always do my makeup before my hair. So it's really one of the first things that I will do in the morning if I'm going to use this product. Highly recommend. It comes in a lot of different colors, so there should be a shade for everyone. And a last little tidbit I do want to share with you is when I was a senior in high school, they had mock elections. I don't know if they still do mock elections. I know they did when my oldest daughter was a senior, but I got best hair. So that just shows you that I really do have good hair. My parents both had good hair, so I just think good genes when it comes to hair. So my hair health has not been compromised due to age yet. That doesn't mean it couldn't happen, but we'll tackle that obstacle when it arrives. So there you have it, hair Q&A, answering your questions. Please leave any comments or additional questions in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out the video library that I have linked down below. Also, all of the products will be linked as well. And lastly, a reminder, 1 week from today, Coach Ashley and I are hosting a live class on Zoom. It will be at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. We will spend an hour talking about confidence and 30 minutes answering your questions. Let me give you a little bit more details about the class. This class is on creating your confident life. It's a workshop that will guide you through the steps to gaining self-confidence and seeing yourself as a worthy woman who can go after and attain her goals. You will walk away from this workshop understanding how to feel fully confident and how to attract the life you want. If you're a confident person, you are going to attract confident people in your life. People with a lot of low self-esteem aren't going to be drawn to you. They're going to be somewhat intimidated by you. So if you want to exuberate confidence and you want to attract it into your life, you're going to love this class. Again, 1 week from today, The link will be provided in the drop-down box below. Get registered. It's next Friday, 10 o'clock Eastern Time on Zoom. Coach Ashley and myself can't wait to see you there. All right, have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you next week on YouTube and in the confidence class.